Welcome back. How about planning a weekend trip to the movies?
That's right. We're going to go behind the scenes of Candyman. It stars a guy named Yahya Abdul-Mateen. What a wild name, you know, Yahya Abdul-Mateen. And
cool
you know him as Aquaman. You've seen him in The Watchman. You've seen him in a whole bunch of stuff. But sometimes a name like that big, complicated name, you
forget, but you know, you never forget the face.
I got a chance to talk to this guy. I go, man, I love you. I love your work. You know, it's great. But I don't know if I love them in this so much.
This
you like
is
horror films?
They terrify me, all of them.
I started watching this movie and I'm going to go like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. It's pretty good. Check it out.
He chose you. He has purpose for you.
Tell everyone. New to the neighborhood.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen has found himself in the middle of a folktale gone wrong. With the help of writer Jordan Peele, Candyman is the e-ticket of horror tales.
Candyman isn't real.
I watched this movie, I had a lot of fun with it, and I wanted to ask you, what do you like about this kind of story, this kind of movie?
To me, as someone who's not an enthusiastic fan of horror, I talk about horror films in the way that I talk about roller coasters. It's like I'm not a fan of roller coasters, but I love the feeling that they give me. You know, if I'm at an amusement park, I'm gonna get on the ride because I can't help it. And for me, horror stories are that way. You know, to put someone through that emotional roller coaster.
A couple weeks later, more razor blades and more candy. He been innocent. So he's real. Candyman ain't a he. Candyman's the whole damn hive.
What's special about this is that we also get to make some social commentary and to talk about the state of the world, to talk about the state of our country, and to put some very, I think, necessary dialogue, you know, out into the world about, about the state of, I think, you know, black trauma, the history of black trauma and how we've dealt with it and where we can go from here.
I love the way that's woven into the fabric of the movie. And I don't like watching horror movies either. And I was going to say to you, if you didn't say it, for me, it's like a roller coaster ride. And this one, you know, I got that thrill from this movie.
Say his name.
Candyman. You better not do that last one.
Candyman. You want to be a part of the story, right?
No.
Say his name. Candyman.
I've enjoyed his scene in Aquaman and Watchmen. I just loved that. And then to learn that you went to school to be an architect, and moved on to showbiz. How do you do that?
Yeah, well, you got to get laid off first. First you got to try to get a job, then you got to get a job, and then the city has to run out of funding for your position, and then you get laid off. So that was sort of my trajectory, and then I took a chance on myself, and I said I want to, potentially go try something different, and that turned out to be acting, and it fit like a glove thus far.
Well, you're a wild man because NYU, Harvard, Yale, master class and all that kind of stuff. Hold the pace, run a great race, and thank you very much, man. It's great to see you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, David.
Say his name.
Candyman.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Candyman, huh?
I mean, I'd watch it now that you spoke to him,
Yeah.
and he seems like such a genuine, intelligent human being. I mean, what are these
Masters
degrees?
at Yale. Yeah, Harvard. I mean, this guy's got it so together. I had a lot of fun talking to him. I talked to him a little bit longer than that and talked about a lot of different things. You know what's really cool about this movie, too? You see those little shadow puppets? They help propel the story along a little bit. So sometimes, some movies have narratives, and you hear a narration. This doesn't do that. It sort of uses these little puppet things. And so it's a classy little movie, too.
Well, maybe I'll try watching a scary one then, I guess.
And Jordan Peele had a lot to do with it. Remember Get Out and
Yeah.
So you're talking about a little sophisticated humor here. So it's pretty good.
All right, we'll try this one.
But it is creepy.